All right, welcome back to our podcast entitled
The Stuff You Need.
I'm James Day, she's
Lacey Verdun.
and this is our third episode, and it's going to be about attendance. And we brought our special guest today is Miss Burgos herself. So,
Yeah, it also helps Miss Burgos not yell at us over
Yes.
the loudspeaker.
Yes.
She does not intend to yell,
does not.
but I personally find it hilarious. But I know some people may not. So that's why we're here, to enlighten and inform you all on attendance best practices.
And so we're going to bring her in right now, and we're going to get the show started.
All right, let's do this.
All right, welcome back. We've got our guest here today. She's going to talk to us about some attendance stuff. You know her, you love her, you ask her a lot of questions. It's Miss Burgos.
Hello.
All right, so tell us about what's up and coming. I know we're getting ready to have some important attendance stuff happening on campus.
On Tuesday, the 13th,
13.
is going to be reconciliation. So we have to get ready for that.
Mhm.
I have to prepare for it, but I'll start doing that on Monday, making sure. So pretty much we'll just be reconciliating the students with our numbers and our Skyward and our rosters. So that's it. It's not really a warm body count. It's pretty much who's in your class at that time. Well, kind of, sort of a body count, but not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not as aggressive as first day of school attendance.
Not
but
really.
Still, it's important.
Yeah.
So what do the teachers need to know going into this on Tuesday, September 13th?
They need to know first, write with the blue or black pen.
Okay.
No pencil.
Most
No
important, blue
Most
or
important,
black.
yes.
Not
No
colored pencils?
scratching, just a one line and your initials. Pretty much if a student is on your roster and not in your class, then it's just an absence. Or, I'm sorry, if their student is on the roster but not like in your Skyward and you don't know the student, you need to cross them out. If a student is sitting in your classroom but not on the roster, then you need to write their name at the bottom. Just include them in your count, and that's it. APs will be going through them before they pick them up. But I will be sending an email out with all the directions and
And what we're going to do
instructions.
on our PDF that we're making for this, we'll put those instructions
yes.
on there too,
Yes.
so they can have it.
So we'll have several resources for them to
Several.
get it right.
And then again, they could call me anytime.
So let me ask you this question.
Yes.
Attendance. How are we doing on taking attendance as teachers, as faculty and staff? How are we at taking attendance
The
right
deep
now?
breath.
Tells everything, right?
We're doing good. I could say I don't like to be negative sometimes, but I could say we have a lot of new teachers on campus that we're still struggling. But we still need some work. I just feel like a lot of teachers have their own way of taking attendance, but I feel like the correct way is you need to make eye contact while speaking to the student, not just, I need to hear here. Like, that should, a student, I've been finding a lot of students who just speak just Spanish, and they're not understanding the teacher. So I feel like they need to be either have a seating chart or something, but they need to be speaking and eye contact to the students while taking attendance. I think that would help a lot with any of the mistakes.
¿Cómo se dice attendance en español?
Oh, I don't know. I don't speak Spanish.
It might help us if we know. How do you say attendance so we can get, we gotta
So you got, hold
eliminate
on,
the
so you
barriers.
went all the way through like the Spanish verbiage and you got to attendance, like how do you say that? And then
Right,
neither
because you
one
have
y'all-
to say.
neither one y'all can do that.
So,
Like, you got all the way up to it,
I don't.
but then you're like,
I
I don't
know
know how to
how-
say attendance. So.
I know how to ask now, like how do you say, and then I have to say it in English so that they know that this is what I want to know how to say in Spanish. So
Well,
we gotta
you
break
got
down,
that down.
We gotta break down the barriers some kind of way.
All the Spanish I know, I've learned just working in the district.
Okay.
Everything I know is just
Okay. So
the years I've been in the district.
We talked about eye contact, seating chart, making sure that they're in there, actually present when they're in there.
identifying the students that may not speak English,
Mhm.
and so that you can.
Or even quiet students that are just themselves, scared to talk, shy, or whatever. But
Yeah.
I feel like the best way is making eye contact while checking students.
Good.
Okay.
And
No.
another thing that I want to talk about is kind of like attendance. It's tardies. So how important it is for the teachers to go back in after they've taken attendance to mark students tardy. Because I feel like sometimes a student will show up towards the, not like halfway through the class,
Mhm.
and then the teacher never goes back and marks them. Or if they've marked their attendance the first 10 minutes or whatever, or 5 minutes, and then the kid comes in,
Mhm.
after that, they don't go back and mark it, they don't go back and mark them tardy.
So I feel like that's very important because it comes again to a lot of corrections that I have to make. Is because students are going in tardy. But the thing is, students are going to be marked tardy if they're there at least 50% of the class time. If they're showing up the last 10 minutes, last 15 minutes, then no, the student's absent.
Yeah.
Well, that's me. And I tell my parents that too. If a student is barely getting to class and there's only 10 minutes left and they're absent, they're considered absent, they're going to keep that absence. I think that's also important to keep tardy passes or expect a tardy pass from any student that's walking into their class late, and keep that just for their reference whenever I'm coming to them questioning them about an absence that a parent or student is saying that they don't need.
Question, last year we did keep the tardy passes.
Mm-hmm.
Are we doing that this year?
Yes, but again, you're only getting those when students are walking into the building with me signing in late.
So the morning.
If it's between classes or anything, they're not getting a pass from me. They should either be getting a pass from the teacher before, or
So just to
Yeah,
clarify,
but the
if a student
difference-
is late to school, they're gonna get a pass, a blue pass from Ms.
Mhm.
Burgos. You'll keep all teachers will keep those.
but it's a little different. So you could keep
Okay.
them, but you only have to. You should keep them for your reference. Again, like I said, if a student's coming in late and I need you to correct that attendance, but you're only turning into me the ones you're getting during that 2A or 6A.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
if you have a student walking in around 10:30, 10:45, you're going to be receiving those passes, but you're only including those into your teacher verification forms folder. That's
So if it's not 2A and not 6A, don't put them in the folder.
pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
And see, a lot of times what will happen is like, if a student is late to your class, if they don't have a pass, you obviously are marking them tardy. But like, if it's like 2 or 3 minutes late, yeah, you can still mark them tardy.
Yeah.
However, so if it's like she was saying, if it's more than half the class period is over, and they don't have any kind of pass,
Mhm.
you need to find out where they've been.
Yes.
Okay, and then if they haven't been at because a lot of times they'll be in the AP's office, they'll be in the nurse, but all that stuff is documented with the nurse, the AP,
Yes.
and counselor. So that stuff will be generated, but we
Yes.
still need you to mark them tardy, regardless,
And
Yes.
that become a
because that can
problem
always we
next
can always go back and change that stuff because
Yeah.
we have the documentation that they were where they were supposed to.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea for them to do the attendance. Well, all teachers should take attendance at least 10 to 15 minutes after the tardy bell. And then I think it's a good idea for teachers to go through attendance at the end of the class period as well.
Yep.
Just to be, just to be sure on their side that, they're not signing off on too many correction sheets. I mean, because, my APs do pay attention to that on how many, emails I'm sending, how many corrections I have to do. Also, my bosses that, on my end, they look at that too, and I could get in trouble for so many, so that's why I'm so on to teachers about getting that done correctly. But another thing is, teachers should not be holding students back for their next class, whether it's tests that they're trying to finish. I mean, if they're communicating with the next teacher, then okay, that's fine. But if you're not, and you're just trying to write them a pass to go, like, no, that's not okay. It's not okay, and it's not fair for the next teacher. But that's one thing that we've had a lot before of teachers holding students back in the class before because of work or anything like that. If you're communicating with the teacher, then that's fine. That's between y'all. But if you're not, then you shouldn't be doing that.
And to piggyback on that, if a kid is stopping off at another teacher's classroom that is not their teacher for the next period,
Mm-hmm.
y'all need to tell them to move on because they're
Yeah.
going to be late.
Yes.
Because if you encourage them to stay,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to stay.
Mm-hmm.
You have to get them out of your class, okay? They got to be in class bell to bell, okay? So making sure, if little Johnny comes up and wants to holler at you for like 40 minutes,
Mhm.
that's probably not a good call. Even if it's your off period, like, oh yeah, come on and let's talk. No, they need to get to their class because they're going to be marked tardy at that point,
Mm-hmm.
okay? So just be mindful of that. What
Yeah.
happens at 10:45?
ADA snapshot.
that?
ADA is our money funding, attendance funding snapshot.
Oh, okay, okay.
So the thing of what I actually learned this year, it took like 4 years to learn this, but if at our snapshot at 10:45 and a student is marked absent and it's a mistake, and you go back and change it at the end of the day, that student is not included in our snapshot for funding.
So we're not getting
So
no money.
we're not getting no money, even
For
though
that
that they're
kid.
here. We're not getting no money for them.
For that
So that's
I'm gonna get
why,
my money.
Yes.
That's not what you're saying.
yes,
but-
pretty much. So if that ADA comes and attendance isn't correct, you're losing us a lot of money. And yeah, that's not a good thing.
Do you really want to be responsible for
Mhm.
losing us a lot of money?
Yes.
Again, not my money, but the school.
The schools. Hey, that comes down to our paying too. So,
Anything else about attendance that you want to share with us? Because we've gone over a whole bunch of stuff,
I
but
think that's about it.
Okay.
Just try to be as accurate as possible. I mean, help me help you and help everyone.
Also help her not to yell at us.
Yes.
in the loud
I
speaker.
don't mean to yell, but trust me, if y'all get a lot of calls and a lot of mistakes, and especially being grown people,
Just,
you know, so
just block
You'll
that
get-
number. I'm just playing.
you'll get. Trust me, I wish I could disconnect that phone.
no pencil.
We're gonna. So the purpose of this is to help us do better,
Right.
right?
Yes.
So we're helping
Yes.
everyone to help you.
That's why our podcast is called.
The stuff you need.
So okay, so we started this segment on our second podcast. I agree, this is our third one. But it's Laffy Taffy jokes. The goal is for you to not laugh at our Laffy Taffy jokes. But if you do, so I've got a suggestion. Okay, you ready for this? We're done.
Mm-hmm.
So last time you got Miss Newsom,
Okay.
I got Mr. Hare.
Okay.
Okay, so let's keep a tally. Who gets who?
Okay.
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 So right now
You're
we're
supposed to
1-1.
make me laugh.
Yes.
Yes, I need the box because I think these are.
I don't care. Okay, I'm gonna go first. Hold on. What has teeth but you don't need to brush?
I don't know.
A zipper.
Teeth.
Zipper.
It has teeth.
Has teeth.
Oh my god.
That's a laugh. That's a laugh. I think that was the quickest one. I think we're done.
It was a sniggle.
Go ahead and do
I'll
it.
I'll
Go
let
ahead
them
and do
have
it.
it.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us here today. We appreciate you
Okay,
coming out and talking
Thank
about
Thank
attendance.
you.
So remember, on September 13th, Tuesday, September 13th, we're doing reconciliation. It's very important that you get all the numbers correct so we don't have to worry about it in the future. Okay?
We'll do it over
10
and over and over again.
Until we get it right. 10:45, everybody, you need to do what?
Take attendance.
Take attendance. All right.
And get it right at 10:45.
Check your emails.
Check your emails. All right, thank you.
All right.
And we're out. Yeah. So thanks again for watching our third episode.
Like and subscribe.
Like us. Go for it, man. You
I
can-
was gonna say like and subscribe. Hit those buttons wherever they
Those
may be.
buttons will not be anywhere near where she's pointing.
But
because
you know, you will know where they
it's
are.
not on YouTube.
And
'cause-
thank you. Good morning, Wildcat.
Oh, can I sit down? Oh no.
I was practicing.
You're practicing. But why would? I don't think you should say good morning.
I don't never say,
You shouldn't say any of this.
I don't do the morning announcements. I never say good morning. actually.
Oh, okay. But we don't know when they're gonna watch this.
You're right. Greetings,
Salutations.
Earthlings.
Salutations.
Hey guys, welcome to our channel.
Get money.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that.
We gonna get money.
Get money.
The
So I'm gonna. Okay, so thanks for watching our podcast. Please subscribe to the channel.
Hey guys, welcome to our channel.
No, it's
It's
the
the same
Oh, okay.
bat channel or cat channel.
Say it again.
I don't think. I think that's
Say it again.
Copyright.
I didn't hear it.
It is
same bat channel.
the same
Same
cat
bat time.
channel.
Same bat
Same
channel.
cat.
Well,
Wildcat.
maybe
Say
not.
Wildcat.
Same wild. You can't say
No,
cat.
no, no, no.
Ms.
I
Berger
never
is
listened.
currently in a meeting, so just throwing that out there before we get crazy about reconciliation.
Which is what we're gonna talk about.
And so it
We should,
actually,
this should be in the. This should
Maybe
be
I
in the
should
thing.
just have them watch it.
yeah. So just, if you want to set it up here and let us all be in the
A
meeting,
little further up.
yeah, it's fine. They would ask them if they would like to be featured.
Right.
We've got another one of these over there too. So next
You
time we'll
want
have that one.
you want more trophies?
We'll put it in front of you. Like put it in front of right there.
Yeah, we didn't win these awards, but they're ours.
Right. Why did we did win this?
Who is that? What's that?
It's LTC.
I didn't
Step.
17?
Yeah. We were
It had nothing to do with the.
Cunningham Middle School Military Skills Meet first place. That,
What was that, from like 1998?
it says 17 on it.
1997, 1917.
No,
Okay.
Cunningham wasn't even thought of at that point. 1982,
1917.
established. Oh, I'm not wearing that shirt. I'm wearing the
But
LTC.
you wearing the
I'm
LTC
wearing.
shirt?
Oh, hello.
That's why he brought the thing.
Not at
Okay.
all.
He signed a ticket.
So, Ms. Burgos. So look, don't yell at us like you yell at everybody on the
Correct.
horn.
I don't mean
okay?
to yell.
And
I
when,
just,
like, or act like when someone calls, I'm like, hello.
Do you need help with attendance?
Is it blue or black ink?
it's just
That's
sometimes. You just can't. You just Dage knows, but when it comes down to date stuff like that, first day, anything with attendance, there's some mistakes.
That's a lot.
So whenever I'm
This
fed
is
up with
the
that,
good-
it's like,
why-
look, you're gonna hear
We
it
gotta
out.
can we introduce before we get it? Do we can talk like this? That's fine. Can we introduce this first?
Okay, let's go.
All right. All right. Welcome back. Our first segment, our first guest, Miss. You know her. You love what?
First guest.
First guest.
Are we having another guest
Oh
on this
Lord. Only guest.
show? So let's just say, welcome back. This is our guest, cause
Our guest has joined us,
Yeah, because we have. This is not our first guest, our third.
but not of this podcast though.
Are we having any more? Okay, go ahead. And action. All right,
I hate
everybody
you.
be serious.
All
Put your
right.
serious face
Serious
on.
face off. Got it. I don't have one of those.
Mine's
Put your game
always
face on.
goofy.
All right.
Welcome to, hey Miss Burgos, welcome to our channel. This is my favorite part about having a YouTube channel now. I get to say welcome to our channel.
Welcome back.